LATD Nation, man, what is good? Once again, we're back as always with a new video. As usual, I am RG from the 843, aka Rodney, and I'm sitting next to my co-host.
Yes, sir. This your boy King J.
Yes, sir. And today we are going to be looking at the details of Sony State of Play.
Yes, sir.
That was live streamed yesterday, of
Right.
course, 6 o'clock, I believe.
Right, and there was a lot of bangers on that one.
Yeah, we was watching right here from the comfort of the studio because, you know, we just had to get our first impressions and our reactions for the channel, of course. And to sum it up in one word, the word was just mid, man.
Underwhelming.
Very, very mid. But to be honest with you, I can't even say it's underwhelming because this is kind of what I expect from modern Sony, like, press conferences. Because to be real with you, the last time that they really, really cooked, in my opinion, was 2021.
Yeah.
Because they revealed Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine, I think, with that press conference, which we still have yet to get an update on Wolverine since the leaks, I believe, were last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah,
It was around like summertime.
Was it?
It was like spring or summer. But it was early last year though.
Yeah, I believe, it was early last year where we got a bunch of unfinished gameplay from Insomniac's Wolverine, which looks amazing, by the way.
Well, it wasn't even unfinished gameplay. It was just a teaser trailer. It was just Logan sitting at the bar and then he pops his claws and whatever.
No, I'm saying that the leaks were unfinished gameplay.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't see it?
No.
Yeah, no, the leaks were a bunch of unfinished gameplay, and I think even release dates, actually.
Okay,
not even just for that, but also for Spider-Man 3 apparently, and a bunch of other stuff they're working on. But so Sony State of Play for the last few years have been pretty hit or miss.
Yeah.
I really stopped tuning in after a while, and you know that's crazy because I'm a huge lifelong PlayStation fan. But you know what? We were here, and to be real with y'all, we were brainstorming, couldn't think of nothing to do or talk about. Right. Made a TikTok or two. Y'all should definitely follow us on that page.
Yes, sir. LATD Podcast 843.
Yes, sir. But yeah, no. So we were just sitting here. We were like, man, Sony State of Play is today. I just happened to look on my phone and I seen that it was gonna be broadcast at 6. So I was like, man, might as well.
Right, yeah.
And we sat through 30 to 45 minutes of mid. Nothing but a bunch of Lego versions of games. We already know, like Lego Horizon Zero Dawn.
Like, why is everything Lego? I presented to put this on the Instagram, which is LATD Podcast 843. I forgot. Look at the details with dots in between each word. Is the 843 is the TikTok. My bad. But I started wondering, like, why is everything Legos now?
I guess that's just the trend. But I mean, back when we were young, the Lego games have always existed.
You're right. Like, I'll take Lego Star Wars and Legos Avengers, and Legos Marvel superheroes and this, that, and the third. But everything needs to be Legos. Like, we probably be a Lego LATD one day. Like, hopefully we get that famous, bro.
For sure. Nah, I'm speaking that into existence right now. But I digress. So yeah, Lego.
I'll probably be like a big figure or something.
But yeah, no, Lego Horizon Zero Dawn, Lego Fortnite, you know, just stuff I don't really care about. Like, stuff I'm kind of out of the age range for anyways.
And other games like Wishlist, Hell is Us. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Yeah, it was just kind of weird. Like, my thing is, it was just mid the whole way through.
Facts. There was like nothing that really stuck in my opinion, because I think the biggest issue with a lot of this stuff as of the last couple of years has been that it's been just mostly just a bunch of indie titles, which, no disrespect to an indie developer out there cooking during their thing.
Right.
We've had some great games come out of indie, like studios, Journey and things like that.
Right, yeah.
Was Undertale indie? I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Undertale.
Another thing is
Ori and the Blind Forest. So we've had stuff like that where it's like it's cooked, but me personally, keep it a buck with y'all, I never really cared about indie games, to be real.
Yeah, me
never
neither.
Really
like, I like some of them, like Journey, but other than that, I don't really care much for them. Because in this whole State of Play as of late just been, like you said, mid, and it's just like, it's just been nothing but indie games, like you said, and expansions the whole time of like games that we already have, like DLC and this, that, and the third. And it's, I don't get it. Like where's y'all's creativity at? But
there's more. So Sony decided, in spite of the controversy and the backlash of the $700 price point for the PS5 Pro, ain't no way I'm buying that.
Yeah, no
I
time
paid
soon.
$600 for mine, and it was with the CD and everything. The trailer.
Same.
I'm not buying that.
I got mine on my birthday. That's wild.
Facts.
On my 21st birthday, so I'm like, boom.
Yeah, I'm not replacing my PS5. That thing worked just fine. That thing runs Final Fantasy, Rebirth, and everything I want to play just fine. So I'm not looking to replace or upgrade anytime soon, which, that brings me to the biggest reveal, because in the PS5 Pro portion, where they revealed the lineup of games that are going to be given kind of an overhaul, quote unquote, they also mentioned that there was a couple of titles that they were revealing for the first time with this state of play. We get the usual suspects. Last of Us Part 2, of course, is getting an upgrade.
Again?
That's what I'm saying. Was it Last of Us Part 2?
Remastered.
2? This is remastered Part 2 already. So Last of Us, Ratchet and Clank, God of War, the usual suspects.
Great games, but
games I done played and beat 1,000,000,000 times over.
Oh yeah.
But there's more.
There is.
So that one title, or titles as they mention, that were getting revealed for the first time. Now, mind you, when the trailer started, just off of what I saw, I'm like, this better be what I think it is. I was like, is this what I think it is? And then, they flip to another scene, and it's like a white field or whatever, kind of like bloody, kind of like sort of dark, and sort of like ancient looking, like almost like ancient Japanese. And then we look again, and this art style seems to be even more familiar until they finally reveal it. Ghost of Yotai. I believe that's how you say it.
Or
Yotai. The long-awaited sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, a very, very, very beloved game in the PlayStation community that kind of, I wouldn't say it surprised everybody in 2020, but I definitely do think that people probably didn't expect it to be as good as it actually was, and for it to be as much of an impact in the gaming community as it was, because a lot of people had that game as their front runner for Game of the Year 2020 until, of course, Last of Us Part 2 rightfully won.
Right, and people were mad about that, but still.
But yeah, Ghost of Yotai, whatever you want to call it, is arriving in 2025. So this will be about 5 years after the events. 5 years after the events. It'll be 5 years after the release of the first game, and apparently it's also set about 329 years after the events of the first game. So
Jin will be a literal ghost.
Jin will appear in spirit form.
Right. If he does, I'm gonna laugh. That's all I know.
Jin is literal dust at this point. But yeah, so just looking at it, this is the most exciting thing that's come out of the Sony press conference / reveal in a very long time. I'm very, very excited. Ghost of Tsushima was one of my personal favorite games of the PS4 / Xbox One generation. There's not really much more to say. I think Sucker Punch, they probably cooked as they did with the last one. So I expect a great game. Expectations are high for me, especially because it's been 5 years since the last one came out. But I mean, other than that, I really don't have much to say. It's a little too early to tell. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for it too. All I know is I was outside. I had to take a phone call. Next thing you know, I hear, "Let's go!" I'm like, so I run back to the studio, run back in here in the studio. I'm like, what happened? And then I saw he just points to the screen. I'm like, they're making a Ghost of Tsushima too?
The trailer was so hype. The trailer was so hype. I became mute in that moment.
Right. He just look. I'm like, okay, cool, great. So like, I'm excited for it too. 5 years out from the original Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, my expectations are high too. Like,
my expectations are very,
when I first played Ghost of Tsushima, I'm walking through like the golden forest, and I'm like in awe as if I'm actually there. Like I was sucked into the game. So I hope it's the same level of realness here. The same level of what's the word I'm looking for?
Immersion.
Thank you. The same level of immersion here, like even with like slicing up the Mongols and everything on the standoffs, stand and fight, you know, and then sling, you know. I'm like, ooh.
Man, boy,
this is
Jin,
dope.
Boy, Jin was a dog, boy. I'm kind of sad that he's not gonna be in this game, presumably, because I really enjoyed his character and his.
Right.
Because one of the biggest things that really took me by surprise with this game was how great its story was.
Right.
Because it really made you feel like you were Jin fighting for your home against the Mongol invasion and everything. And just the way that it put you in the world and really made you feel like you were getting to know these characters in this struggle. It gave you a reason to feel invested in Jin's struggle.
Like I don't know about all that, but all I know is I like the action in it because
for sure.
I turned Jin into Afro Samurai. The only thing is I couldn't change the skin color, but but I turned Jin into Afro Samurai and I went around. It's nothing personal, just revenge. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all know how it go if you watch Afro Samurai. Like but I agree with you as far as like the story, the world, like the culture, like the compare and contrast between being a traditional samurai, literally in the game, between being a traditional regular samurai versus being like in a way a version of a shinobi. So I think the whole argument between that is cool as well. And it's just like, yeah, I just fully enjoyed my whole experience, and I hope this is the same case times 10 with this next one. Like Sucker Punch, it's been 5 years, bro. Hopefully they cook. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. Cause and to your point, I agree with that. One of the best aspects of Ghost of Tsushima, in my opinion, was how the storytelling was interwoven with the way the gameplay evolved. Because when the game starts, Jin, of course, you know, he's a classically trained samurai. He's pretty much been bound to this code of honor his entire life.
Ethics, yeah.
But as the game progresses and like the Mongols start to fight dirty and Jin starts to see how fighting the way that he's been fighting may not necessarily be the most effective, it's kind of that struggle between, is he going to abandon his code and become something dark, or is he going to stick to that path? And he kind of becomes someone that's kind of in the middle. Because I had the ghost, because by the end of the game, I had the ghost armor. I had the ghost armor, and, you know, that mechanic that they introduced at the towards the end-ish of the game, where, like, it's kind of that rage mode, where it kind of takes inspiration from old black and white sort of samurai movies, where he's just cutting people up and just blood is just spilling like on some anime stuff. Fire storytelling.
Right. I even played Iki Island, the expansion for that, the DLC for that one. That was pretty cool as well.
I never got to it, unfortunately.
Dang, you need to. So, because it goes really in depth with like Jin's dad and how he feels like he failed him and this, that, and the third. So it's a really fun, enduring version of the game, or expansion of the game too. And I also like how they try to ask the question of, do I need to become a monster to defeat a monster?
Yeah, that's like what I really like.
That's the underlying question of it. It's not really about, because of course it takes all these necessary strategies to beat the Mongols, but I like how they just, you know, asked that question in the they kept it like under the rug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because clearly you're not a monster. Clearly you're not gonna be like the Mongols, but still in the eyes of his uncle Shimura.
Yeah, excuse me, Shimura, yeah.
All right, cool. I'm making sure I wasn't thinking about My Hero Academia, but anyway. But nah, like from the point of view of his uncle, he sees him as like a monster now. Like at the end of the game, like you get a chance to either spare him or kill him.
I'm pretty sure I killed him, to be honest with you.
Because it's like, but that's the traditional way of the samurai. I decided to
Matter of fact, no, I may have spared him. I can't. It's been so long since I played that game, I can't remember. I would have to reload my save on my PS4.
Yeah, Pat told me that Pat told me that he killed him.
I'm not surprised by that.
Pat told me that one time. I'm like, why? No, I get it, because that's the whole, you know, samurai code is, I guess, please don't come at me old black. I don't know nothing. You know? So I don't want to hear none about. So I'm pretty sure like the code was like, if you beat him in a duel, you kill him. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah. So I just really enjoyed my whole experience with that game. Honestly, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I like that point you raised. The idea of defeat or becoming a monster in order to defeat a monster. That's a very prominent theme within the game, and it's really reminiscent of Attack on Titan.
Yep.
Like, not saying that the two are correlated anyway, but that's the connection I got. Is like how I guess Armin kind of got to the conclusion where he said, and he watching Erwin, he realized that in order to become or in order to defeat a monster, the monsters being the Titans, sometimes you have to become a monster. And I really like how he kind of took that from Erwin, because Erwin is kind of in the beginning of the game, or the beginning of the game, I'm tripping, in the beginning of the series, he's kind of painted as this very, very regal, very gracious, very sort of, I guess, upright leader. But then as you get into the conflict and you really see the story progress, you see that Erwin did some things that were definitely unethical.
Oh, yeah.
And you kind of see how not just Armin, but Eren, like their worldviews and everything changes as time goes on. And I think that is very similar to how things go for Jin. He starts off with a very sort of narrow way of seeing things, but once he gets into the dirt and the mud and the conflict, that's when he starts to realize, maybe I've been doing things a little bit wrong. Maybe I gotta abandon my code if that means I gotta get the results so I can save my homeland. That's exactly the main thing I enjoyed about that game. And I wonder how, if they do, I wonder how this one is going to kind of continue with that theme, if they do that. Because we don't really know anything about this new protagonist, woman protagonist. So, or at least it seems to be so. So we don't know what her story is. We don't know if she's related to Jin in any way. We don't really know what her role in this universe is. But, I mean, with the game being released in 2025, there's definitely going to be more information coming very soon. So I'm excited for that. This may just be my most anticipated game next year, aside from GTA 6. But that's a mythical title to the point to where it's like I'm still in awe at the fact that game even exists at all, to be real with you.
Yeah.
For as long as that game took to be officially revealed, I'm just like, I'm in awe at the fact that this game is even real at this point. Right. So, aside from that, I would say Ghost of Yote is my most anticipated game of next year, especially as a Sony fan. Come on, Team Sony. Come on now.
Come
We've been giving away too many of our exclusives. I want us to gatekeep again. That's what we need to do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you PC gamers.
Yeah, and Steam. Wait, that's PC. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
But nah, I 100% agree. I'll say it's kind of a tie between GTA 6 and Ghost of Yote for me. But Ghost of Yote is definitely up there.
Realistically, not to cut you off, GTA 6 is my number one most anticipated. It's really a top, but it's kind of weird for GTA 6 because that's just such a no-brainer kind of like, I'm excited for it. That it's just kind of like I almost don't want to even put it in that category. It's like it's so beyond, a game that I'm excited for that it's just kind of like I'd rather just kind of focus on what seems to be more, I guess.
Right.
I don't even know how to describe it. It's just one of them games that it's like being excited for Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
Except this is actually real.
Right.
But that's a whole different subject.
No, I got you though, bro.
Valve can't count the 3. They couldn't make Portal 3. They couldn't make Half-Life. They couldn't even do Half-Life 2 Episode 3.
Right.
But yet they can do Half-Life like Alyx, where it was like that VR thing they did in like 2020. Yeah. I guess that was kind of them sort of gauging whether there's still interest in the franchise, which there very much is, because Half-Life is one of the greatest video game franchises ever made. But I digress on that. But anything you got to add on this? Is there anything that you want to see with this game? Is there anything that, in your opinion, could be improved from the last one? Or are you just all in and you're just like, this game is just going to be the highest of what it could possibly be,
Mm-hmm.
You think that there's anything that they could improve, or do you think that this is just something like...
it's just
going to be great?
I guess make the gameplay faster.
Yeah, it was a little bit sluggish.
Make
That is
the
kind of
gameplay a tad bit faster and more like
a little bit more fluid.
Exactly. Because now that we have like more of a female protagonist, like we don't really need Jin being this like, or her being. My bad.
Now you good.
But nah, we don't really need her being like this kind of rock solid dude like Jin was. Like make her a little more, make her kind of like how they're gonna do. What's her name in the female protagonist in the Assassin's Creed Shadows? There's more a little more. Naoe. Thank you. Man, I gotta remember names. But like kind of like with Naoe, make it a little bit more like acrobatic or a little more agile and faster. Maybe kind of like free flow combat like in the Arkham games.
Yeah, for sure.
But less like robotic. Just more make it feel more organic.
I agree with that. And also speaking of Assassin's Creed Shadows, yes, we will still be playing this game.
Why?
You can be excited for both. Internet. I don't know why y'all are sitting here. Oh well.
I think I know why.
Oh well. This game right here, this reveal makes Assassin's Creed Shadows irrelevant. Man, we can enjoy
please,
both,
man. Spare me the bull crap.
Facts, exactly.
Spare me the freaking bull crap. Like I don't want to hear.
Say it louder.
Spare me the freaking bull crap, bro. Like I don't bro. I don't get it. I thought the world would be a little more open minded than that. But let's be real.
You thought?
Right? Like tell me, bro. Why is the reason why people really mad at Assassin's Creed Shadows? Say it. Say it.
We know why. Let's be real. We know exactly what the reason is, man. We ain't need to talk about it. We know what it is.
Yeah.
But
we can both be excited for both games, man.
Because I feel like both games are gonna cook.
Like, stop making this a competition, man. Like,
it's so unnecessary because it's just like from the beginning they were saying, "Oh well, we have Ghost of Tsushima, so why do we need this game?" Stick to Ghost then.
Play Ghost of Tsushima.
Play that. Because you don't want to see this game succeed doesn't mean that that's how everybody else feels.
Exactly. It ain't even everybody. Like we said in our last video that y'all probably should go watch about Assassin's Creed Shadows when it first came out.
For sure.
But like it ain't even a lot of people. It's just that very loud vocal minority that don't want to go outside and touch the grass or let alone feel the air.
Bump them.
Let alone breathe the air.
Bump them.
They just want to sit there, chicken wing, huh? Like they just want to sit there with their little Cheeto fingers and stuff, and just. And anyway, let me stop.
You digress.
But I digress. But no, we can all have fun with both these games.
Facts. There's no reason to choose between these two, man. I'm excited for both these games, especially because it's in this. And my thing is that folks were clamoring and crying and whining about there not being an Assassin's Creed game set in Japan for years. Now that we get one, y'all don't like it. I don't understand what the problem is with some of these people. Not y'all. Y'all. Our audience is great.
Yeah, no, I love our audience. Sure. We appreciate all the comments, the likes, the views.
Yeah, no, it's much appreciated.
Please, but man, that's really all I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't really have anything much else to add to it. I'm excited for this game. I can't wait. Yeah, it's probably going to be late 2025 if it does drop as
it'll probably be late 2025.
I'm not expecting summer like last time, but hey, I've waited this long already, so I can wait a little bit.
Same here. Shoot, we waiting for GTA 6. We waited that long. Come on.
It'd be 12 years later by that point. So yeah, I'm not tripping.
Yeah, dope. But yeah, with that being said, man, I've been Jay.
This has been Rodney.
We're LATD. Y'all remember, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy these games. Stop pitting them in like a competition, man.
Facts. And Michael and Prince these games, man.
Exactly. Quit Jay-Z and Nasing these games, man.
Facts.
But anyway, look at the details, y'all. Peace.